Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the week. My name is Jare Tiamiyu, and today I'm going to be your anchor. I'm going to be taking you along. We are going to be moving from one place to another, from one country to another. Let's start from Osun State, where it has been an era of politics. Politics is becoming more than academics. But before I start, let me show you these two banners that we have seen in Osogbo. The first one is this. That was by a member of the All Progressives Congress. You can see what is there. That image shows that they are referring to Senator Arinola Oloko. And then let me show you the other one. The PDP also came with their own. Yes, that is the one. I'm not going to read what you have there, but you can see the picture there. You have the picture of the governor there. So it means politics is becoming more modern and cavaliers, and we shall continue to look at it. We shall continue to watch it as it moves. But let's talk about what is affecting all residents, all citizens, everybody that has to do with Osun State. If you have anything to do with Osun State, this is what affects all of us, and that has to do with the local government. The local governments in Osun State, the 30 of them and the area office, the 30 recognized local governments and the area office in Modakeke. They have been without any recognized headship for the past for almost 4 months now. Governor Gulak has insisted, to either conduct election or appoint caretaker committees. Civil servants have been the one heading these councils. And people have been crying. The opposition PDP, they've said this, there was a time when we also have this from our own medium here, where we have these reports. And it seems the governor doesn't care. It seems the governor is not even, listening to what people are saying. If you can have local governments without any recognized, headship, no caretaker, no elected officials at the local government, and then it is because it's almost 4 months now. They have been telling us that they are going to release caretaker committee. Caretaker committee, we have been waiting. We've continued waiting and waiting. It seems there is no end to our waiting. What is really going on? Governor, please bring governor. Governor Itola, please, what is really happening? Can we say that you are actually doing the part of your predecessor who led the local government like this for more than 6 months during his tenure? I mean, the council manager. This of council manager, I don't know. Maybe the House of Assembly, Mr. Timothy, the speaker, maybe he was going to tell us if the council manager can continue staying there for as long as the governor wishes, and then the governance at the grassroots has been paralyzed. These people that are heading the council, they don't have any affinity with the people because all of them are civil servants, and most of them are not even from Osun State. What do you want to say? Do you think somebody will have to go and complain there? And then this is the governance, this is the government, the grassroots. The government at the grassroots has been paralyzed by good governor. And the minority leader of the House of Assembly was the last person to also speak on this. And this is what he said. This is what the minority leader said. He said the governor should publish the accounts of all these local governments. Yes, it's very important. It is very, very important. We have to, if we don't have elected officials and people are not benefiting from these councils for almost 4 months now, then we should know what we have there. At least the federal government allocation, is not actually stopping. We have it every month. And then how much are we spending on the according to him, how much are we spending on the personnel costs? How much is the state has been the one, paying these people from this account, and this account has been frozen even some hours before the last people that entered the council are left. We will continue to ask Governor Gulak the question that if we are going to continue like this, if he is going to be the one also piloting the affairs of all the local governments in Osun State. Still in Osun State, the former governor has actually formed a parallel faction within the All Progressives Congress in the states. Yes, you know what we witnessed in Edo State today, where we had the EPM, Edo Progressive Movement, pioneered by the former chairman of the APC, the then incumbent chairman, Comrade Adam Oshiomhole. But now we have in Osun State, we have the Osun Progressive, that is top. Now, the top and all the groups in Osun APC have been clashing. The Agba Osun have come out to say they are suspending the chairman of the top, that is the former chairman of the APC in the state, Adelowo Adebiyi. And Ademi has come out to say, hey, look here, the top and the Osun are not the same. Both of them are not recognized by the constitution. So it still remains a member of the All Progressives Congress. And then as that one is just moving, the press conference here and there say, we are not with top, we are with top. Some people also gather themselves and say we are forming another group called the Opomulero. Yes, that's their picture with the governor. The Opomulero are some of the people who are, the politicians in the state who believe in the ideology of the governor and they want him for another term. So you can see that the politics in the state is becoming more interesting and interesting. Yes, it's becoming more interesting, and we'll continue to follow it as it moves. We'll continue, to follow it as it moves. I'm moving on to what is happening in the southeastern part of this country, and that is in the 5 states of the southeast. Things there are not actually getting better. And then during the weekend, the former head to the former president, that is the former president Gulak Jonathan, Mr. Ahmed Gulak, was shot dead in Owerri. Yes, that is a very tragic event over there. Mr. Gulak was there, he was on visitation to the state. You remember that Mr. Gulak was the chairman of the All Progressives Congress that produced Mr. Opomulero as the governorship candidate of the party there back in 2019, where he had clashes with the former governor of the state, Okorocha. And people were asking, why will he be shot dead in that same Owerri? And then the police reacted did something. The most funny aspect of it was the police reaction. The police came out to say that Mr. Gulak did not inform them that he was in the States, and he did not inform them that he was going to the airport, and that is why he moved on his own, and that's why he was shot by some people that if he had informed them, they would have provided escorts. But please, the commissioner, Mr. Abutu Yaro, the state commissioner, please, can we talk to each other? If somebody like Gulak, who is a chieftain of the APC, is moving, then you want him to actually get police escorts, police permit to move out. Now, if ordinary person like me is moving, will I also be seeking police escorts? And do I have what it takes to actually, get the police escort if needed? These are the questions we should be asking our security agency. And I'm very sure that it's a very pathetic, but police also on that day, that's on Sunday, they told us that they have been able, to kill the killer of Mr. Gulak. We believe that has happened. If that has happened, that's a very good one. At least he has been paid by in his own coin. Moving on, we are happy that the students of Greenfield University, Kaduna State, who have been in captivity for over 40 days, they have been finally released. The parents said they paid over 180 million naira, and they also purchased eight motorcycles for the bandit that kidnapped them. No. But after they were released, this drama happened. Yes, as you can see there, the police, they wanted, the parents, the families of the kidnapped victims, they wanted to take their people to hospital to treat them, as they have been in captivity for over 40 days. Then the police said they wanted to take these people to the police headquarters in Kaduna, and then that was how this drama ensued. The parents are saying that, no, you were nowhere to be found when our people were in captivity for over 40 days, and you are now coming out today to say you want to be the one, to take the glory. The glory for what? We paid this amount, we sold our properties, and all this and that happened, and then you now want to take they said, no, you are not going to take our people to your station. And then after several drama, they actually warned the police agency, the police officers, and then they took their people to a hospital and wherever they want to take them. That's a very good one. At least we are happy that they have been kidnapped, they have been released. But also during the weekend, we also heard that about 200 students were kidnapped at a Muslim school in the Rafi local government area of Niger State. Is it true? The state government confirmed it, but they said they have not been able to know the number of students that were kidnapped. And also another mass abduction in Nigeria. But they're able to get out of this. Moving on now, we talked about during the week, during last week, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of the APC national leader, Senator Ahmed Tinubu, actually had an altercation with a woman during a constitutional hearing, a public hearing in Lagos. And then the woman actually said she called another woman a thug. And that actually, was the whole thing. People are like, why would you call a woman like you a thug? If this is a woman that is positioning herself to be the first lady of this country, it is now the one calling somebody a thug. It means when she becomes our first lady, she may be sending slap. Let me go and deliver slap to somebody in Akure. Go and deliver slap to ID in Osogbo. And some other people like that. This is exactly, this matter actually happened on Wednesday. And then a lot of things happened, The woman actually came out to say this. Arinola Oloko, the woman in question, she had this to say. And then Madam also came out to say, no, I did not just call her a thug. This is what happened. Madam also explained her stuff. And then, Nigerians have been reacting to this matter on social media. If you go to social media, especially here, and you go and see what people are saying there, no. I don't think we can continue to be having that. And then also the attack on high-neck offices is becoming worrisome, especially also in the southeast. If this continues, would there be election in 2023 in the southeastern part of the country? Especially we have election this year in Anambra State. If high-neck offices are being burned down on daily basis, as at the last count, the INEC chairman said they have lost about 31 offices that have been burned down by unknown government, as we put them. If this continue, would there be election in Southeast? What exactly will happen then? Are we not strategically elongating the tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari? These are the questions. I will talk more on this in subsequent episodes. But finally for today, I want to talk about the latest track. Yes, just feel it.
Blessed people, the Lord has chosen as his heritage.
Our minister Rotimi Amaechi, and his wife, Mrs. Judith Amaechi, they released this track. Now, yes, I don't want anybody to. No. Just let me have your comment there. This is a track, this is a gospel track. Nigeria is just, everybody is cruising, Madam and his husband were cruising in their sitting room, as you can see there. So they just like, let us go into, gospel. Remember, Amaechi was a former governor in Rivers State. He was a former speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Now he has just discovered his talents. His talent is singing, and that singing is gospel song. Yes, listen to it once again.
Bless the people the Lord has chosen as his heritage.
Before I start out today, I want to give special shout out to two persons. The first one is one of our IT students here, Kazara Salman, celebrated her birthday last week, and also to the Commissioner of Police in Osun State, CP Oluremi Oloko. Enjoy your day. Yeah, that's how far we can go into this episode of the week. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. Some other time when I come your way, please ensure you stay safe.